Welcome back to the IEM Rio Major Grand Final. It's Nouns and Red Wolves here. Oh wait, this is Challenger League. It's better than the IEM Major Final. This is map number 2 between Nouns and Red Wolves. Boggs and Pineapple Phillips on the mic here. Red Wolves lost their own map pick. 16-14 on Ancient. They moved to Nouns Bastion, their castle. A map they have played 9 times more than any other. 23 times played, 15 wins, 8 losses, and a plus 36 round differential. It is Inferno, and it is where Nouns will look to really pile on the pressure and try and go 3-0 here in Season 43 of ESL Challenger League.
That is unfortunate. That is not the way you want to start if you're a Red Wolves fan or a Red Wolves player at all. Smoke blocked by a teammate, essentially a cross smoke with a very narrow gap, a narrow window of opportunity, and this 3-person stack yields nothing in their favor. As a result, CJ finds Camro. With the smoke, B-Wills will drop Fatality. Sam does offer some resistance on the rotation, but it is a Nouns round through and through, at least at the moment. Sam finding a second, trying to find a way back into it. He has tied it up, but Nick up close and pool with the P250. No less, finds 1, finds 2, looking for the 3rd as well. Cynic, massive 3K on the P250, shuts it down and gives us an expected Nouns victory in round number 1. Keep in mind, they did take the first map as well. It was a very contentious one, but one they do recover in the end. 16-14 was the score there. They're looking to make this one a far more one-sided affair.
Nouns looking to storm their way through this one, finish this off nice and easy and fast. There is a map for them to do it. It is definitely Inferno, and that pistol round's exactly the right way to start it off. Sam with a very dangerous cross across brackets will get out with his life for now, as one of the 2 upgraded pistols for the Red Wolves. Taser misses, CJ with 2, B-Wills with 1 more, and now Sam will try and do what he can. CJ heating up already, farming up the ecos. That's the confidence boost he needs for 4 kills in the last 2 rounds. And Nouns, that round's about as quick as you could possibly ask. The stack helps out with the frag hunting. But here comes the first test for the T side. M4s and utility, but there is a distinct lack of a defuse kit for Red Wolves.
Yes, there isn't a lack of head armor for 4/5 of the squad. That makes these MAC 10s and that Galil on B-Wills all the more dangerous. Need to be very careful in their setups and throwing carefulness to the wind, caution to the wind. This camera presses all the way down middle. They're trying to play their own game. You have to respect it. Carson, though, doesn't. He finds 1. CJ another coming up from the underpass. Fatality offers some resistance, but Sam takes lots of damage in the meanwhile. Nouns looking to convert this bonus round. A quick victory. Sam in the apartments might just catch a player in rotation. Nope, cxzi's watching for it, furthering the advantage. 4 versus 2. It's now an empty A bomb site, and Red Wolves are already cutting ties with the round. Fatality and Locke trying to save these M4s for the following. Carson not so eager to let them do so, however. He's already sticking around. He has support as well from cxzi. They're looking to drop these 2 rifles on Locke and Fatality.
Well, there goes Locke. He would have burned, or he goes down to the MAC 10. I think the MAC 10's a little bit worse because it is extra money in the favor of the Nouns. Carson has been discovered, and a lineup for Fatality, but he goes down to the end. Despite the casualties, Nouns more than willing to hunt. It does not hurt them at all. In fact, it helps them significantly. So here we go. Nouns now with a chance for a 4th, a very good chance for a 4th, up against some pistols and armor for the Red Wolves. They are off to the races here very early, and this is a Nouns side that once they go and start really finding their form, they don't slow down very easily. They are a momentum-based team in the sense that they snowball things forward, but they can also go through the nitty-gritty and punch you pound for pound. Right now, though, they're landing all the blows and sidestepping whatever Red Wolves have to offer. Nouns opening it up again this time. Picks for Carson and potentially more. CJ eating a lot of damage out towards Banana, though. That's a problem. Carson down to 7 HP as well. 25 HP between the 2. And giving up a free upgrade to Red Wolves is the antithesis of what Nouns need right now.
If they win around like this cleanly, they really begin to build that T-side economy. They really become a force that's difficult to reset, and that might just outright lock Red Wolves out of this first half if they aren't careful. Sure, they could win a round or 2. Unless they get 2 in a row, and even realistically 3 in a row, given the economy already being built, they're not going to have any real way into it, any real way to build that CT economy. So the pressure's already on for the Red Wolves here. Smokes come in for this B take. There are 4 players present. Again, we have to play rather touch and go for Nouns. These players are tagged by the utility, and Retnuh with the P250 gets a good dink, but not the kill. Important to note. B-Wolves instead to find that player. Sam with a P250 as well gets another dink. So much chip damage done, but just not a kill connecting, not a kill converting. Fatality does finally break that curse finding 1 and 2. cxzi though stems the bleeding. Sam now up close is caught. Good peek from Carson on the crouch. That leaves just Locke also tagged down to 3. This deagle is lethal. Both Carson and cxzi are 1-shots. And again, so is Locke. So it's a very delicate situation here.
Nice deagle skin, nice animation, nice gloves, but not a nice start for the Red Wolves. Locke, if he can get one parting gift, I think it would be nice for them, but it's not going to be good. He goes down. Deagle upgrade for cxzi. He'll take that over the Glock. And 3 survive. Solid start for Nouns. Another gun round coming forward from the Red Wolves. Fatality should drop the op over to somebody, unless Fatality's gonna... Okay, he will drop it to double op setup here, very early. They're pulling out all the stops now on the CT side. They don't want to let Nouns get any more rounds on the board. The only thing is, though, Nouns are a very good T-sided team on this map. They're a very good CT-sided team on this point.
Pressure's on. If Nouns just continue to just press as a unit, Wolves won't be allowed to rechamber those big greens. They need to be very careful with them. Lock and camera. And on the B site, where is Locke lurking around? It looks like he's back towards the halls in A. We'll actually back the heck out. It's a 3-person stack towards B. Well read from the Red Wolves, and a lot of good harassing utility damage. We saw it on the save round, and now we're seeing it again now in a rifle round. Very well done. The question is, can they convert that damage into a victory? And 3 players ready to defend. Smoke will be thrown, albeit a little too late. I'll actually think better of it. Retnuh will spam away. He'll find 1. Eagles, though, quick on the trade. It's a deep smoke towards the CT spawn. That gives him a little bit of extra room here on the T side. Camera, though, drops 1 on the op. Carson finds Fatality. The op backside finds another. Camera's Alamoing it out. He's looking for yet another. He won't be given that opportunity, though. Eagles finds a trade. cxzi a second coming through that CT smoke I mentioned before, quite deep, and B-Wills drops Locke and trying to do the very same thing. Nouns continue to find victories, continue to find success, and Red Wolves, that was a hefty investment, the double op setup that finds nothing.
That is a big blow to the Red Wolves. They go all in with the double ops, and it finds them nothing but 3 kills in the overall round. It's not the return on investment they needed. They could not afford to not have a successful round there. They could not afford to lose it. And now they're going to call a timeout. At least that would be my bare assumption. I don't think anybody else would be calling this timeout. Yeah, it's a Red Wolves timeout. So it makes sense that they would call a timeout here. The problem being, they've already surrendered 5 rounds to Nouns. Nouns have money. Red Wolves have no money. They have some pistols and armor again. And Nouns have all the momentum they want. Everybody fragging this time. So Nouns are doing very good here. Nouns are doing what they should have done at the beginning of Ancient. They just didn't start out too good. They didn't start out too hot. They didn't look awake on map number 1.
No. Now they've awoken Cynic, the star of map number 1. I think he had a 1.62 rating on that first map. He's now the bottom. And that's not because he's struggling. That's because the team is finding success and he doesn't have to. He does not have to pick up the slack. Everybody's relatively even. 5 kills across 3, 7 on B-Wills now with that one, and 4 on Cynic. Make that... Oh no, that was Carson actually finding that one. Nouns, though, more than comfortable. Again, we talked about Inferno being their bastion of a map, their comfort pick, and is that for good reason, as you can tell. No, the deal might finish off Carson. Yes, he does. Nice headshot for a little bit of extra flair. It's now a recovered AK, but still a lot to do. He's actually going to try and challenge. He wants to do more, what he already has. Bulk of this take is towards B. It's going to be an empty bomb site. Cynic in the corner will be cleared. He won't find anything. The numbers do him in. Retnuh finding that kill, but can they find more? The question is, will they even try for more? I'd guess Camera will with that deagle, but the other 2 should be saving those AKs for the following. So Nouns will have a 6th before Red Wolves have 1.
At least they'll save the AKs here. That's some small consolation to Red Wolves. But this map is on pace to get completely out of control.
The extra silver lining, I think, is the loss bonus combined with the Kevlar already on Retnuh means they could go for the op. You might consider it.
They should consider it. They should go for it. I think double ops is a futile exercise for the most part on this map in particular. They might go for it again. They can. It would be.
I would say no.
It would be foolhardy.
It would be a hefty investment. Maybe if you won 1 and you found an op on the ground to pick it up for a double op setup, you might consider it. As it stands, I do think just rifles supporting the lone op on Camro is the way to go. And it looks like that is going to be the call. Lock, though, yet to invest. And a pause has been called once again. He does have the rifle in hand. And it is another Red Wolves timeout. They've been very trigger happy with their timeouts. They used all 4 of them on the first map. It's better to use them, somewhat often rather than not at all, I will say. But still, 2 timeouts before even a quarter of the way through in terms of rounds, technically speaking, means if they do come back and they struggle later on, they might not have the timeout when they need it most.
Yeah, I mean, right now they have to get around first. So I do like them using the timeouts early because if Nouns get more than this, what point is the point is there to keeping these timeouts in their hands? But now, if they use a third one, say around the round 10 mark, then that's concerning. Because if they do find a way to get some rounds on the board, then they'll have nothing when they do need it later on. The too early, I'm fine with. It's just getting a little bit risky here.
Again, a 3-person stack towards B. With no success, the player up close is caught. Retnuh does find a trade, but CJ scaling forward. Well done again, that deep smoke masquerading a wrap in towards the back construction area. Retnuh, though, is aware he'll find a trade. So we're at even footing, 3 versus 3. B-Wills, though, on exactly 1 point of HP, makes this a very tenuous situation for Nouns. Jumping up, boosting over the smoke, looks to find something. No one's sticking their neck out here. Instead, it's going to be a late flank from B-Wills. I like the call. Can't really take it even to also go for the long flank, the long con instead. The question is, can his teammates hold on for long enough? Cynic on top, holding the offing and won't find anything. And there we go. The long flank from B-Wills does pay off. He'll find one. That's all he'll find. Locke will find the trade, but he's done enough. Retnuh, a second. Cynic now in the water, left to clutch. He finds one. Spots second as well. He just has to buy time. The bomb is ticking away. He'll dance back and forth, and he'll win it as well. Very well played from Cynic as he continues the trend. As Nouns now have 7.
Nouns up to 7. Red Wolves will be able to reinvest again. That one comes down to the wire, but I think Nouns don't really care. They've got 7. They're winning everything, sitting with a big clutch. And Nouns can do no wrong as it stands right now. They're having major successes finding out how to do everything. Molotov's going down. Camero will get the opening duel into Carson. I think Carson just got caught out there exposed and didn't really give himself a chance to even get out of that. Good opening pick for the Red Wolves, something to start and something to build off of. But I still don't think Nouns are going to be lacking any confidence here so far. Everybody positive on the Nouns side in terms of KD. Everybody having their moments. The op now could hurt them a little bit when it comes to this take, but cxzi will choose to support instead. With that flash ready to go. Fatality has a smoke prepped, and he'll toss that down, but it's far too late. They're already through. Retnuh, wait, CJ got Fatality. Okay, I was wondering why B-Wills was just running blind into church. It's because he has backup. He had CJ with him. They know where Retnuh is too, and he goes down to the op of cxzi. Bomb will be planted. It's a man disadvantage for Red Wolves. At what point do they call the save? At what point do they say the juice is not worth the squeeze? But right now, I think they've made that call. They're starting to back. They've fallen away. They're taking so much damage on these spams. They're retreating. They're waving the white flag. Red Wolves. A goose egg. Nouns to 8.
Their B takes have been indomitable, Nouns. Red Wolves need to get the read. Even when they have 3 players stacked on this B site, they haven't been able to hold it. That is a glaring issue. Their smokes are too late to stymie the take. They're just ran through. They aren't respected. Red Wolves need to find a way to punish this Nouns offensive. If not, they're going to get continually steamrolled over towards the B site. Sam, not allowed to save. CJ doesn't give him that luxury. And Cameron on the site will find a parting gift in the dying ticks of the round, but that doesn't change anything. It's still an 8-0 record. Nouns light years ahead of the CT Red Wolves squad.
It's another buy-up for Red Wolves, but is there any confidence in my mind for them? No. It's still, I feel like Nouns can handle whatever Red Wolves can literally throw at them. Whether it's utility, bodies, buys, no buys, SMGs, shotguns, negevs, you name it, it doesn't seem to be a problem for Nouns right now. And Red Wolves now stacking 3 to the B site to try and counter the Nouns offensive that direction, which just means that Nouns are going to try and bully their way through. Now, if they discover there are 3 here, do they continue to contest? It's up to Nouns to decide that now, knowing Nouns, it's probably better 50-50
3 your time and time
whether
again,
they want
it
to
doesn't
run it
matter.
down.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. If there's 3 players on this B site, Nouns don't care. Truly. They just play their own game on this one. They play their strengths, they don't play their opponent's weaknesses, and it really speaks to their confidence here, and it speaks to the scoreline. 8-0. Nouns will decide to go towards A, though. They will go towards the brackets. There are only 2 players here defending. It is well read. Red Wolves, can they rotate over fast enough? It looks like they will be able to do so. Fatality. He's the one rotating. He only has an MP9, though. He'll have to get very close on the side if he wants to have any impact. And Dake is coming through. He'll have to be quick. Lock in the pit. Dropping smokes. Is going to try and dance around, but it looks like the side is going to fall in the meanwhile. Cynic finds 1. He finds 2. He drops Cynic in the pit. Sam now backside has to do it all. He's found 1, but he's taking lots of damage. Carson drops camera in the meanwhile, and cxzi on the Tech 9 finds another. Just Retnuh. 1v2. It is doable. HE damage there as well. Plant will go down, and Retnuh stuck behind the flames. A very narrow window of opportunity here. Carson, all on the time. He's going to peek in, perhaps jump up instead. There's the head. It's a free kill, or is it? There we go. He'll secure it. A 9th for Nouns. What really cracks open that round is the shots from Cynic, truly. He finds the first onsite. Okay, maybe expected it was an MP9. The second to the smoke, no business finding that. Cynic, I'm not sure how he does it there.
I'm pretty sure he was full running, too. So
It definitely looked like it.
that's just unlucky. Lock got CSGO'd. The definition of getting CSGO'd right there. That might have even been an inadvertent click, too, because I feel like that was only 1 shot from Cynic. You know, he's just resetting his mouse position, hits it down, and his mouse clicks, and he just gets lucky. But when things are going well, the luck just seems to spiral for a team. And right now, it's just spiraling into the favor of Nouns. The shotgun half-wall, it is the Pwn Alone special in that very position. But the nade stack actually goes too far. It doesn't do any damage to Fatality. Nouns still more than happy to pressure towards Banana. cxzi gets the opener on the A side. A Molotov to force Retnuh maybe out of position. He goes down, gets run down by CJ, who follows it up with support flashing from Cynic onto Fatality. Carson and cxzi eliminate the last 2 players over on A, and Nouns now have 10 rounds, 2-0 on the Red Wolves side. Now, Red Wolves have money again, but these buys are inconsequential. It is all Nouns, all game, all day. Double ops again from Red Wolves. This time it's Retnuh. And I don't know.
CJ top of the board as well.
Yeah.
10 kills, more than he had in the entirety of the last map. When we last highlighted it, we said everybody was firing on all cylinders. We said Cynic was at 4, and I think the top frag was at 6. And that was B-Wills. 2 kills separating the top and the bottom is a very good situation to be in at that stage of the game, and it's no different now. 2 kills separating Cynic at the bottom at 8, and CJ at the top at 10. So everybody from Nouns doing more than enough. Everybody reveling in the momentum, and CJ just pushing forward, trades out his teammate Carson, and again gets a hefty man advantage. Camero now, one of the 2 in the double op setup over towards the halls, is dismantled by CJ, who's truly feeling it now. We were questioning the replacement, and now we're seeing him flourish. He's more than comfortable on Inferno. The op of Retnuh will get a parting gift onto 1, but will Red Wolves consider the retake? I don't think so. Looks like they're just going for exits, and even then the exits don't really matter. The economy is out of control. cxzi's at the limit.
Cool, the extra pick. It's some sort of consolation for Red Wolves, but in the grand scheme of things, it matters not at all. B Wills is on the hunt, and if he gets the op, these last 2 kills are going to be a flash of the pan. Oh, it's good awareness by Retnuh. B Wills gets caught, and CJ will just chill out in apartments. Have himself a sip of some Monster, and then go back at it again.
Some 1.6 on the computer there.
Oh, yeah. What are the odds that you get the 1.6 on the TV screen?
Great question. It's not often. It's far less than half. I will say that. It's like,
I'm pretty sure it's like
15
under
or 20%.
10%.
He's under 10? Man, that's
I think it's incredibly rare.
It's a low percentage. I was going to say, though, talking about the actual game, you mentioned maybe we're going to worry if they call a timeout at round number 10. It's round number 12. It's 2 rounds later. And you called it. You called it. It's that their timeout already coming in from the Red Wolves. And truly, it feels like they're beating their heads against a wall at this point. They're trying to change things up. They're going for subtle variations. They've gone for the double op multiple times to no avail. And now we just have the single op. It's on camera. Everybody truly struggling in this one, though, for the CT side. Retnuh shining through a little bit. You mentioned him being a veteran coming into the squad as the newest player. He has 9 kills to his name. That is equivalent to 1 more than the bottom frag of Nouns.
Yep.
And maybe
the bottom
playing their own
frag's the
game.
IGL.
Respect to this. Respect to this for sure. Playing your own game, getting aggressive, trying to change things up, trying to make your opponents uncomfortable. But as I mentioned, when Nouns feel it, there's nothing that can go wrong. Right now we'll find one for some resistance short. cxzi's going for the jumping no scope to add insult to injury. Yep, that is a truly stylistic moment. And now Locke has it all to do. He has the bomb. Nouns maybe getting a little bit too aggressive and celebratory in their play. An opportunity.
I just don't think they were expecting him in under. He just got the drop onto 2 players in the third, too. It's just such a good opportunity here for Locke. Oh, they're going all in. They're going all in. It's a no-scope. Was that a 360 no-scope? Because I feel like he did 360 that one.
It was like a 105. I would say it's 100. It was looking towards the ramp. He was looking towards the ramp.
Still. Jumping no-scope to finish it off. Yeah, this is a Nouns game at this point. This is... If you looked up the definition of Nouns CSGO in the dictionary, that round is Nouns CSGO.
And this game has a very different tone than map number 1. Again, keep in mind, map number 1 barely got across the line for Nouns. They had a very difficult first half, somewhat solid recovery in the second, but it still took all 30, 16-14 to get there. Thus far, we played 12 rounds on map number 2, and they've taken 12 rounds. So, say it's very different would be an understatement. Retnuh does trade things out, though. Again, he is the rock for his squad. He's the only one finding any success on the CT side, and this round is no different. Good trade. Trades favor the T's, especially when they are as jovial as this Noun squad is currently. And it boosted up. Again, new to the rifle was the dedicated opper. That is now cxzi. Having a heck of a time, no-scoping across the map. What is the play for this T side? They have slowed things down. This is different. They don't slow things down often here on Inferno.
Well, when they do, it's usually slow and then explosion. It's a slow build-up. Like a good classical music piece where it builds up slow, and then you get the 1812 overture.
And there it is.
Yep.
That site right now locked out. He does have the support of the op short, but the op's going to be very unwieldy in the retake. In fact, it won't even be too useful with these players tagged as low as they are, talking about Carson and Cynic. We'll at least attempt it, though. cxzi on the op towards dark, dancing around. It's high at angle now. Looking very comfortable on the T side of Inferno with this big green, which is surprising. Normally you don't see it come through. Smokes, though, locking out the CT side at this stage. They really don't have an opportunity. They don't really have a horse in this race. As Cynic finds one. Sam does get to chamber, sure, but he won't get the kill. It's Cynic to find another. And cxzi to put the final nail in the coffin. The trend is not bucked. Red Wolves still finding nothing, no respite. As Nouns continue their teardown here. 13-0.
Timeout 4. Incoming. Maybe. Possibly. Potentially.
They're not going to use all 4. No way they're using all 4.
Why not at this point?
One.
It's already over. If you don't get 2 rounds here, you have 0 chance. 0 chance if you don't get 2. 13-2 is like a 2% chance.
Okay, cxzi, excuse me, running out top middle, finding a headshot on the Sam in middle.
That was the scout, too. Wait, they have two ops. They have two ops on the T side. Cynic's got an op too.
They're having a good time.
They're
Fatality
boosting
Hugh,
up.
though.
Oh my
This is a fatal
gosh.
play. Oh, he's flashed. I think did he get team flashed? I'm not sure what happened there.
CJ got
think he
deep
did.
flashed, yeah.
I think CJ got flashed, but the MP9 was also blind when it pushed into smoke.
Actually, that might have been
think it was-
CJ's flash.
I'm not sure we'll really ever know unless we go through the demo. Either way, I don't think anybody should be going through this demo except for the Red Wolves. Truly, the Red Wolves need to figure something out here.
Yeah.
In fact, they might not even need to. It might just be a simple case of things not going their way.
A simple case of Nouns just better.
It does truly feel like that.
60's buying the XM. He's buying the XM.
CJ's also almost at double his kills from the last map. Not that that really matters. This map is not the same. This is a different
not.
caliber of matchup.
Yeah, I mean, this is Nouns' best map for a reason. They're one of the best teams in North America on this map. And, well, CJ nade kill, B Will's AK kill. XM on both sides. We'll see who wins the duel of the shotties. Locke is the last one standing, and Carson's on his backstab. Is Carson gonna go for the knife, or is 60 gonna get him with the shotty? 60 wins the shotgun duel. 15-0 at the half. We'll see you in a bit.
You love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
If you blinked, you missed it. Half number one over instantaneously. Nouns taking it 15-0. A sweep does not do it justice. Welcome back. I'm Pineapple Phillips, joined by Boggs. What could be, for a very brief moment, as Red Wolves are facing off against the equivalent of 15 series points here, Boggs.
Only 15?
Only 15. It's Kevlar across the board. Nouns want to take this one with attrition. They want to make it done and dusted. They want to get a clean victory here, but that fight's anything but. Cynic finds one, and it's only one for one. Retnuh finds a second. Maybe Red Bulls find their footing. Maybe they come back into it. Nice shot from Fatality. Back and forth and towards the middle. E-Wills and CJ, the last two hopes to make this one a flawless 16-0. And they do it.
My guess would be
Tall
no.
order.
Especially now that CJ's on 1 HP, no kit, bomb down, A-site retake. Not very likely. Oh! Okay, B
for
Wills. One, but 1 HP for CJ in a 1v2. He's got the first tap. He's got both! It's a 16-0! CJ 1v2 on 1 HP. And that is a bow on top of this map. If you are Nouns, if you are Red Wolves, that is just twisting the knife, dumping salt and vinegar and lemon juice into the wound, and then just curb stomping them. That is the worst possible way to lose a 16-0, is get 1v2'd on pistol by a guy with 1 solitary point of health.
And 2, I think that was his last bullet as well.
It
if I'm not
was.
mistaken.
I
That was
think.
disgusting. That was disgusting. When it rains, it pours for the Red Wolves, right? No rounds, 16-0. They didn't even get